it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing Flower Moxie's DIY Flower Challenge, which is a challenge for brides who are DIYing their wedding florals. I went to Trader Joe's and I looked at the florals that they had and I decided to go with a neutral color tone. I first prepped the flowers by stripping all the leaves off because I learned you do not want leaves in your water because that can create bacteria. Also, I tried to cut the stems at a diagonal so that they can drink the water as best as possible. My friend Georgie came into town and she is also my bridesmaid, so I thought, what a perfect opportunity to practice some florals and do something fun together. After letting the flowers sit out overnight, we decided to reflex some of the roses because I thought it would be kind of fun to try and I wasn't sure if I would like it or not, but it is really fun to see how much bigger the blooms get when you reflex the roses. And then we also took all of the guard petals off the roses, and I learned that this makes the flowers way more beautiful and that they're there to protect the flowers while they're in transit to make sure they're beautiful for the wedding day. We laid out all the greenery and all the flowers, and we started with the willow greenery, I believe it's called. So we took the leaves, again, that would be in the water and made sure that they were nice and clean and kind of used this as a base. We also realized we were starting way too close together, so we needed to spread out our mason jars a bit to really get an idea of what we were doing here. Then we moved on to these beautiful chamomile flowers, which I love how bouncy these are because they just seem so garden-esque and they're really beautiful and they smell really good too. And then Georgie kind of had this diagonal thing going on and I decided to kind of copy that because mine was looking a little too symmetrical. So it's really cool to learn from each other throughout this process as well. Then Georgie and I kind of went in opposite directions, not intentionally, but I started more with my larger blooms and she started more with her smaller blooms. And it was really interesting to see how these two separate pieces developed and looked so nice next to each other. This was definitely a learning process. As you can see, I placed this rose at the top and then I decided to rearrange and cut the primary rose to be a little bit shorter. And that's something that is kind of interesting because you're learning as you go, right? And you can always cut your stem more, but you can't make it grow back. And I honestly do not remember what was so funny. Something I learned from watching Amy's videos with Flower Moxie is that mini carnations and carnations are really hardy, so you can actually open them with your fingers, which is super cool that they aren't such a delicate flower and they can withstand a lot. And here is the final product. I think it turned out really great. I think we did a good job of keeping the stems nice and clean and also have the varying heights so that everything looked really organic and gardeny, which is what we were going for. We had some extra blooms, so we decided to make a few more, and I had some bud faces to fill in for the rest as well. And then something we learned is that the mason jars made for the perfect size bridesmaid bouquet. So we will definitely be using the mason jars to create the bridesmaid bouquets for the week of the wedding as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this short DIY video. I had so much fun making this, and thank you, Georgie, for hanging out with me and playing with some flowers. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I'll see you in a video real soon. Thanks. Bye.